Hello. It's time for the children to come up and hear something from me. And you know what that means. It's time to get out those little green papers that we have to use almost every day. And we should pray that God helps us use these papers wisely because they do so much good if they're put in the right place. Did you say thank you? Thank you for saying thank you. Wait. Did you say thank you? Thank you for saying thank you. Okay. Wow, our chest is full. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. Our money today is going to be helping for the children needing student aid out at our school, CVCA. So thank you, everyone, for being generous. Speaking of school, you know, I taught school for a long time, preschool and then kindergarten. We have a little neat boy here, doesn't want them to fall out. Thank you. I am a list writer. I know that some of you might think of making a list is for Christmas time when you want to think of all the things that you'd like to have for Christmas, but I'm not going there. What I'm doing is thinking about my day-to-day life when I was a teacher. And I always had many things to do. So I always wrote lists so that I wouldn't forget anything. Now it's not school teaching, but it might be my grocery list. And it's usually fairly long, and I don't want to forget anything. But what has happened is sometimes I've forgotten the list on the refrigerator door, and then I'm thinking, oh no, I'm not going to get everything that we need. But it turns out that because, at least my mind works this way, because I wrote it down and because my eyes saw it, then when I get to the store, I'm kind of visualizing it in my mind. That's the way God helps us to remember things. Okay, if I get to the store and because I'm distracted looking one way or the other, I forget something, I'm not worried about it because I figure I can do another couple of weeks without it. But I want to see if you can tell me what you think should be on the top of your list, even if you as children don't always write a list like that. I have to do the chores that my mom or my dad asked me to do. Make my bed. What else do I do in the morning before school? Somebody give me an answer. What is something that you are supposed to do before you go to school? Pack your snack. Okay, that's a good one. What would you think? Get yourself dressed. Very good. Yes. Bring water. Okay, that's a good one. Maria? Make sure that your hair doesn't have knots in it and sticking all out all over the place. Oh, hands are going up now. Yes. Eat your breakfast so that you have the energy to get through the day. What's yours? Put on your shoes. Okay. Yes. Brush your teeth. Oh, making time to brush your teeth is always a good one in the morning because you know you're going to have maybe a snack and then lunch, and then you're going to have to get to the end of the day, and you might not brush your teeth till nighttime. One time a day isn't good enough, huh? You have to brush them in the morning. Yes. I'm sorry? Oh, your homework. Yeah, don't forget to take your homework back to school so that your teacher knows that you did it. Okay. All right, now, nobody said what I was thinking of. What really, even if it's a mental list because you didn't write it down, what really should be the first thing you do? Oh, okay, this is the contest between the Jones girls. Okay, what do you think should be on the top of your to-do list? Pray, very good. Anything to add to that? Anything related to the Bible or reading your devotions? Yes, and talking to God first thing in the morning because you don't really know what's going to happen every day. And so if you put your life in God's hands first thing in the day, then everything is going to go a lot better. And you don't have to worry about if you forget some little thing, but praying every morning is wonderful. I made a list. I didn't even really intend to use this today, but since it became necessary for me to talk about it, there's a couple of things that I need to do in the near future here, just right after church. And I don't want to forget them. So I did get to write those. But, you know, I'm just so thankful that God gives us things to do. He gave Adam and Eve things to do back in the Garden of Eden, didn't he? He wanted them to tend the garden. And I don't know what they had to do. When I was a child, I had to take the dead heads off of the flowers. It's called deadheading the flowers. And it helps the other blooms to bloom more. And I had to do a lot of weeding. And every year I had to paint the white fence that was around the front of the house. I had my things to do. And my sister, she had to do all the ironing and wash my dad's shirts. Back in those days, they weren't throw them in the wash and in the dryer and get them out, and they're all wrinkle-free. She had to sprinkle them with water in a little watering can, remember, a little water bottle? And then make sure they were smooth and roll the shirts up so that when it was time to iron, that it would be easier. Yes. Well, I'm thankful, and I want to pray with you right now to help you remember something. Bow your heads. Dear Lord, we thank you so much for all the things that you give us to do. Even that there wasn't any weeds in the Garden of Eden, I'm sure it was wonderful for Adam and Eve to do the things that you wanted them to do. They didn't do everything wrong, and neither do we, but we try very hard with your help. So help us to listen to your messages that come through in Sabbath school and in worship at home and here at church. It's so important that we put our lives in your hands every day, and help us to always remember that praying to you in the morning should be the best thing on our list every day. You may go back to your seats.